Everybody, thanks for watching. Just a quick reminder that Who is God is now available, as well as Whitewashed and the Holy Bible series, books 17, 18, and 19. Also, I know there was problems with the link. There's only been about 25 people that has been able to buy any of these last DVDs. So the direct link is in the description. Make sure you use the direct link in the description. So yeah, I apologize to you guys for that mix up. So what I'm going to do is, for everybody who purchases Who is God in the next 24 hours, you will get all 5 of these last DVDs for free. These last digital downloads will come with it. So when you buy Who is God, you will get the last 5 digital downloads as well, including Stock Market 3. So yeah, if it's Monday and you're seeing this, it's too late. That will be gone. So anybody who gets it today, Sunday, you guys will get all of those videos. So again, I apologize for the people who was trying to purchase and couldn't. Make sure you guys get a direct link or use the direct link below. This is the last weekend for Never Pay Again membership. If you do not get it this weekend, it will be gone on Monday. Remember, the new site launches on Christmas Day. This will be it. Also, members will be the only people who can buy any of my content from that point on. So once the site launches, that's going to be the only place you can get anything from. So not a member, you won't be able to get anything. So understand, definitely take advantage of all of this stuff. And I appreciate the support from everybody who has been supporting since the beginning, but definitely got to segue away from, YouTube and other stuff, because it's going to be important for, what's to come and to establish something before all of this new stuff takes place. So that's what Merkabah Academy is about. And went through hell to get it together and to get it out. And yeah, it's definitely going to be amazing. And I appreciate everybody's patience and support on everything, start to finish. All the people who continues to support and have been supporting since day one. I appreciate all you guys. I would not be here if it wasn't for you. It's just that simple. You guys supported, when it was just 10 people supporting. I remember it was the same 10 people for 6 months. And it grew and finally got to 100,000 subscribers. It's been a good year for Merkabah Academy, and just so many new subscribers and people coming to the site and everything. It's been dope. So I definitely want to deliver to you guys an amazing new site, an app that's going to be just dope for us and for what's to come. And it's a lot. It's a lot that we're going to get into, but I definitely got to say thank you and appreciate, all you guys' support, over the years, over a decade. And we're growing. It's a lot. It's a lot to get into. It's a lot that, we're showing as a people. So many Black entrepreneurs out there and people who got amazing talent, amazing businesses I've been talking to. Definitely going to give you guys a chance to showcase all this and get your stuff out. So, we got to have support, but I'm only going to, of course, people who I talk to and, understand what your product is, that it's good and it's worth it, because I don't want to put nothing out that's going to be, trying to scam our people or not good for our people. Got to be on point with your shit. And, it's a lot. It's a lot for us to take in over the last couple of years. And, this being December and this year ending and going into 2022, it's a lot that we expected. A lot of people not where they want to be. And, again, I appreciate the support. But make sure you guys see Who is God. If you can't get all 3, make sure you see Who is God. It's really deep. Again, the Holy Bible series sale is going to be up there. So yeah, make sure you guys take advantage. And yeah, let's get into this video. Now, I've been recently putting out a lot more about, biblical content, biblical things, esoteric biblical content, I should say. But it's because of what's coming and how relevant it's going to be. You see people talking about the end times and Bible prophecies coming true and so on and so forth. That's more deeper than people understand. And, it's not true because the Bible's not true, but it's true in the sense that esoterically what they're talking about is happening and coming. So it's a lot of stuff you need to know and be up on, because from what I can see, I see where this stuff is going to go. And this is why I release what I release the way I do it, so you can see. But we're looking at the stuff and we're looking at, how things are unfolding with this so-called end time, still dealing with Corona and still dealing with stuff. And, now we have the new variant that's out. I don't even want to say it because the algorithm one is so powerful. I don't even want to say the name, but you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, And if you paid attention, whenever they're releasing, talking about variants and strains, what follows? What else do we see? Do you guys pick up on this shit? Racism. There's always something with the races. And then what's in the news lately? If you watch Fox News today, what was they talking about? He was talking about BLM, so Black Lives Matter, and then wanting to boycott, Christmas. And it was already talking about Black Friday. And then wanting to basically don't shop at any white stores. And he even had, what's her name? I'm not even going to say her name. This bitch on here, giving her 2 cents and making it, these black people are racist. This is a racist thing that they're doing. And it's always the race card when it comes to a new strain, a new variant or what have you. They start getting into race. And then that distracts us from everything else and what's going on. What's going on is you have a lot more people coming out of nowhere being sick. Pneumonia, what have you. Had a friend that just had double pneumonia, just getting through it now, and he's doing good. But there's other people that's popping up with it. And we got to understand what this is about and everything I talked about when it comes to this. Like I said, there's no point, there's no reason to really get into any more Corona stuff, because you should by now be smart enough to understand what's happening and what's taking place. I've put out enough. But look at it. And there's enough out there for you to make up your mind. And for the people who still haven't made up their mind, there's no mind to make up. You have a choice to live or die, basically. You have a choice to basically do the research and look at what's being said and then make an intelligent decision on it. I'll put up the disclaimer in the beginning of the video. So again, I'll say it just for, safety. Do not listen to me. Consult the CDC website for anything concerning, Corona. Because these motherfuckers is crazy when it comes to this stuff. But I can't, persuade you left or right. You're grown. You can make up your own mind. But, look into everything and understand what's the truth. And just a little bit of common sense. We're not having an NBA and football season if there's a deadly virus out there killing people. It's just not going to happen. We're not having what we're having if there's a deadly virus killing people. And now a new strain. It's not let these African people in and let's see if the same thing happens as far as destabilization with these other African countries. We're going to have African refugees coming over here. And are they going to deny them at the border like they did the Haitians? Stuff to look at and pay attention to. But the biblical part of it is stuff that esoterically, there's only a few people who understand. If you follow me and everything we talked about over the years, you get it. You understand. And it's going to be here, and it has to be here because they have to make it fit and make sense, because the reason why so many Christians are leaving, and this is a big deal, it's big for them that so many Christians is leaving the faith, because they're asking themselves that question. Well, shit, if preachers open their church and pray for God's protection and didn't get it, how can I? And then it's the whole question of, well, is this from God? Well, wait a minute. God said he'll protect us from disease. So what is this whole thing? And you got people really questioning the Bible and questioning religion or what have you. And, they're on it. They're on it. And it's just stuff you got to look at that don't make sense, that don't fit. And you got people praying 24/7 and watching people who they know die and suffer and so on and so forth. But it just goes back to what I said before. You go to church, the preacher's telling you, hey, I talked to God last night. God told me to tell you this or to convey this message. Now give me some money. And it's like, well, wait a minute. If you spoke to God yesterday and you must have asked him, or he should know what you need. And if you can't get what you need from God, how the fuck can we get it? You telling me to go pray to this guy, but then you asking me for money. You talked to the nigga last night. So clearly I can't get nothing from him because I'm a sinner. I sin every day. But that's the guilt they want you to have. So it makes sense that you can't get what you're asking for. It makes sense. But the problem is not, praying wrong or what have you. It's that the shit is not real. And it's crazy. And I'm amazed at this point in life, how far we've come. We've got a whole fucking internet that people still believe. And it's tough. And it's like, when I seen the holy water with the disclaimer on it, with the caution sign, I thought that was it. I was like, oh, that's it. Christianity's over tomorrow. You seen the Pope with a mask on. Priest with masks on in church. Where is your faith? But people still following. What more do you need to see? And that just goes to show what I've been saying before. 1 + 1 is 2. They think it's 7. No matter what you do, how intelligent you sound, or what you show these people, they're going to continue to believe. They're going to continue to believe that it's 7. They're going to continue to follow the book. They're going to continue to believe that it's talking about a real, true, God and events that happened, over 2,000 years ago. They're going to continue to believe that a 500-year-old man spent 100 years building a ship, an ark, and put all these animals on it. But, we can't explain how polar bears and penguins got all the way from North and South Pole and all these other animals got to the Middle East to board an ark. How are we going to explain it? How grown man could survive 3 days in big fish, which is impossible. Talking snakes and talking donkeys, and they want proof. Show me proof of what you're saying, black man. Show me proof of the stuff you're talking about. Show me proof. I'll read the same books you read. It's a book just like the Bible. But ignore the common sense part. So again, esoteric. You got to understand what it means. Parables, allegories. It's a story. No damn, man got long hair and he has superhuman strength because his hair is long. Samson, that's just stupid. No man walking on water. He turned water into wine. What? He raising the dead and healing the blind and sick, but the nigga can't save himself from 3 nails and 2 pieces of wood. Stop it. And, not trying to be, I am trying to be funny. But at the same time, it's like, damn, man, common sense. But the same people will come and ask you for sources, primary sources. Well, give me your sources, and try to ridicule you and make fun of you, but then won't ask for the primary sources of talking snakes and donkeys, and dude walking on water and everything like that. So I put this out because it's going to come into play very soon for what they're trying to do. And again, we're going to get into this, and we're going to probably have to get back into this whole thing with the virus because the stuff coming up. And don't think for 1 second this shit is over. It's not. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. Unfortunately, a lot of people is not going to survive this winter. A bunch of people. And you can start to see it now. But this is the perfect time for them to roll it out because they've been waiting. Okay, let's see what the numbers are going to look like. Let's roll out this variant and see what the numbers are going to look like. And then now, drop another hammer. And then again, you got to start to look overseas and see what's happening over there. We have a problem with the shipping. They're talking about it being, food shortage. Problem with it. We got to look at all this stuff. Think about it. So there'll be famine, pestilence, disease in the end times. Understand what it's speaking to. So now, speaking to my generation, people that's older than me, even people that's younger, to be honest, but speaking to my generation specifically, because you're starting to see it, the ones that came before us, where they are now, parents, so on and so forth. People are stuck. They're trapped. And it's the whole thing of understanding what you're, dedicating your life to, and then just getting stuck in the wheel of paycheck to paycheck, surviving. You're working to survive, to pay your bills, to pay your rent, to buy food. And you can't do that shit forever. So you got to change. And I'm saying this because I'm seeing so many people stuck now that's older and they didn't do the right shit with their life. And then now you're at this point where, health is failing. You didn't have life insurance. You didn't have any type of insurance. You didn't, no savings. And then you get into a point where you need stuff and then people just stuck. I'm in a position where, of course, I'm rich, I got money. So people come to me for a lot of stuff, family, friends, what have you. Shit happens. And anybody that's well off, you understand what I'm saying. And it's like, you can't take care of everybody. You just can't do it. And especially when you have been trying to put people in the right position to take care of themselves and they shitted on you, or they didn't believe in you, or they didn't take your advice, and then they come back. And it's like, well, I gave you this, and I gave you something even better, which was the advice, so I don't have to ever give you this again and help you out. And people don't take it. Don't be one of those people. You got to look at shit and, being conscious, not even if you're conscious or not, it's common sense. A person can't take care of you forever. When you get older, you're going to be at a point where you have to retire. Body just can't do it no more. And if you get hurt, then what? You can't go off of assumption. And that's what a lot of people do. They're going off of assumption. Well, I assume something is this way, or I assume something is that way. And by assuming, it could be completely wrong. And people assume that, well, things are going to work out for me. I'm going to keep doing this and eventually something's going to work out, or eventually something to come and I'll make money and I'll be rich. And it's like, well, what are you doing to get to this point? You're assuming, but at the same time, you're in a position where you have to survive. And that's what your life is conducive to right now. You going to work, you trying to pay bills and pay rent, have some money to have fun, and then fuck the savings. So how are you going to get anywhere if that's what you're doing? And again, I put out personal economics for a reason. I put out the stock market, for a reason. And again, I don't want to get into people's personal business who sent me emails, but it has helped so many people. And I talked about in Stock Market 3 how that's going to pay off. And then you'll see later on. I'm fucking Nostradamus when it comes to a lot of this stuff. You will see later on the stuff that I'm talking about, how it's relevant. And don't be that person. And it's just, step back and just like we be moving so fast and working, trying to survive. We don't step back and just say, well, shit, what do I got planned? What if this happened? What do I have? How am I going to, get out of this situation if it occurs? Because shit happens. And if you're not prepared for it, you're going to be stuck. And you can't just try to put that burden on another person to help you out. You can't assume they will help you out. A person who doesn't owe you anything doesn't owe you anything. You can't expect them to help you out. You shouldn't. So I don't care where you get your investment advice from or who you trust or who you listen to or follow. I don't care. If they help you, stick with it. Keep doing your thing. Do something. Set yourself up. This shit is going to be changing very soon. And people are going to be stuck and left on the outside. A lot of people. Focus on success and focus on getting yourself in a better financial position. Focus on your health and being, building a strong immune system and everything like that. If you like spicy food, keep eating that shit. If you don't like spicy food, start eating it. Build your immune system up so it can be tolerant against any fucking thing. Once, I think I did a video when I was sick, and this probably was the last time I was sick. I'm so used to being when I was in Thailand and I was messing with so much spicy Thai food. I built up this high tolerance for spicy foods. I started eating a lot more spicy food. This shit works. And, taking more herbs and being more on point about my health and everything like that, losing weight. My weight goes up and down for many reasons. But, working out, and losing weight, and working on so many different things and trying to be healthy because you just don't know. And then you see people popping up sick and it's like, I know these people are healthy. I know this person is not normally sick. And it's like now what I talked about, what's out there is really going to be conducive to your body state as far as your health and your tolerance, how well you deal with certain things. That's why a lot of people is getting caught up in this because their body was never healthy to begin with. And they're not even building up their immune system, since this stuff came out. So you got to work on it and don't get older and then you get sick and then you was really relying on your job. You didn't have no savings and then now, you're a burden to somebody else. Now, my generation, all those people who went to church with us, those older folks we've seen in church, believing in God and jumping around and all that stuff like that, they come into the realization and understanding. I get so many emails from older people who has woken up and they see, well, damn, I've been praising this God for my entire life. I ain't never seen none of these damn blessings that people talk about. Even though the Bible basically telling you you're not going to get shit because you're not perfect. And because you've been taught the wrong way, you don't understand this. You can't, when people talk about blessings, how can you be blessed and then somebody else not be blessed? And then the Bible says God doesn't show favoritism. How can you expect something from God when the Bible says God does not speak to sinners and you're not perfect, so you're a sinner. You sin every day and you know it. So how are you getting any type of praise and blessings? I always tell those people, well, please share with us how you are so special that God is answering your prayers and nobody else's. That preachers can pray and open a church believing in the power of God and die from corona. opening the churches, believing that, hey, God gonna protect us. And then congregation members get sick and then they get sick. So clearly, elderly people seeing this and seeing their friends drop dead and die from this, and they understand, well, this ain't no damn God. What the hell is going on? And then now people are starting to come into that understanding of, what we've been talking about for a long time. And they don't know what to do, and it's a sad thing. And, I like to see people waking up. I don't care what age you are. When I get those emails from people that's older and they don't know what to do, it's like, damn, where do I go from here? I had so much faith and trust in this. And all it took was just really to read the Bible itself, one, but a little bit of research and then common sense. But your religion destroys that. And it's tough to break out of it, to set yourself free from it, from something that you've been following for a long time. And then even still, some people who call themselves conscious are still on the fence about all this. Because then, like I said, same thing I did when I was trying to understand all this. When something went wrong, pray to God. Oh shit, my bad. I'm tripping. God is punishing me. But when you come out of all that shit. You don't never go back. You stay conscious. You stay focused. And because of that, I'm where I am today. And you can be the same exact way, because there's no way you shouldn't be there if you're truly conscious and you understand, you take heed of everything and you act accordingly. Fuck all the bullshit out here. It's nothing out here. People sick. It's people killing each other over stupid stuff. Go be successful. Go focus on your goals and what you need to do. Go do that. That's what's popping. That's what's up. That's what's fun. Because it's going to come a point in your life where you're going to need it. And you can't put that burden on your kids. You can't put that burden on your siblings or anybody else and expect them to just drop their entire life and world and help you out, or to give you something that they worked so hard for themselves and you wasn't even there to support them when they was trying to come up in the first place. I see a lot of you entrepreneurs and people who send me emails about online businesses and stuff. You took the advice from the personal economic series. A lot of people took advice from that and opened up their little online stores. And some of the complaints people say is that, my family don't support, friends don't support. And you got to remember that we are sick. We are sick. We messed up in the head. They did a job on us. And people don't want to see you succeed. And unfortunately, most of them people are your friends and family. They want to see you make it. If you're selling something, if you have something for sale, if you're doing some type of entrepreneurial, shit, whatever it may be, and your family not right behind you 100% supporting you, fuck them. Fuck them. Just that simple. Move on. Don't rely on them, because they should be the main people supporting you. They should be the main people coming by and, oh, let me get this. Let me wear this. Let me show this off because it's dope or because I want to support. If they're not doing that, you know who your haters are. You know who them people are who always look at your story, always in your story, but they don't never like shit. They don't never see no type of congratulations or any type of supportive words, but they always in your story looking. They be family, they be friends, they be people and you like, what the fuck? These are the people we're talking about. It's the people I'm talking about. And you got to understand why people do this, and that it's a sickness. They did a job on us. They don't want to see you succeed. All the more reason for you to push harder and drive harder and try to succeed, because, not just for yourself, but to show these people, that damn, you wasn't there for me and I still made it. And then the better you do. And I tell people, don't get in arguments with these people. Don't get in arguments with your family on social media, all that stupid shit. Just kill them with success. That's how you do it. Keep posting your successes. Keep posting what you're doing. Speak it into existence, your accomplishments, and accomplish them. Don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Go do it. Put everything into it. Don't bullshit yourself. You're going to do something, go 100%. Go hard. Plain and simple. It's the same thing in a relationship. You with somebody, they don't support you, you keep it moving. Everybody goes through stuff. But if you're with somebody, if they family, if they friends, they should support you. Especially if you're a Black entrepreneur trying to do something, you should have support. And it's rare. It's a rare thing to see with our people these days. And, people will really, they will be really jealous of you. They will resent what you have because they don't have it. And even when you try to help people, it's not always a good thing, because then they'll resent that. They'll think everything that you're doing, you're only doing it because you got money. When you start to give advice, when you're successful and you're smart, you start to give advice, people will hate that. They will say, well, you're only saying that because you got money, or you think you know everything. You think you're too smart. But it's something I've heard, ever since I've been Merkabah. And ever since, even before that, me just trying to help people, oh, you just saying that because you got money. And it's like, yeah, motherfucker, you should be listening because you don't have it. And I'm trying to help you get it. But, you hating or you stunting or showing off. Everybody got their own shit. It's mental disease that's out here. And the only thing you can do is let people go through life and experience what you've been trying to tell them. And then, see if they come back or see if they can rise above it. I don't wish, bad on nobody. Everybody who's come into my life, I wish them well. Everybody who's left my life, I wish them well. Hopefully, people get where they're supposed to be at. And one thing I can say is I know I tried to help people and put them on the right path. And not everybody's going to appreciate that. And really the only thing you can do is just smile, walk away and just know, you did what you can do. You did what you can do. Life goes on. Live life. Be happy. It's crazy to look out there. So many people. So much to do. So many ways to get money. It's crazy to see people of my generation. I'll be 40 next month, January 28th. And how did you get there? Like, what the hell have you done with all this time? Like, you really thought it was a game. And there's people still thinking it's a game. It's a joke. And they don't have shit. You shouldn't be at this age point by now. Everything we've seen. How many lessons do you need to see? Black on black crime, the racism. Where do you think this shit is going to come from? And see, it's religion. And that's what I've come to see and why I do what I do. People really sitting around believing that, well, I just got to live my life and survive until I die. God's going to take me to heaven. I'm going to be all right because I'm a good person. I got a good heart. I ain't follow the Bible or really live by it, but I got a good heart. So God is a good person, is going to see me through it. But if God let people in the church get shot up and killed in the church, and then the killer get Burger King on the way to jail, what does that tell you? Like, children starving to death and preachers dying of corona, and you think you're going to help your lying sitting ass out? If you, what's wrong with people? You think that you're going to get help from this guy who allows kids to suffer and die of cancer, family praying around him in the bed, but this kid dies of cancer. And your lying, sinning, fucking cheating ass, you think gonna get blessed. Oh, God gonna bless me. I'm blessed. Highly favored. It is crazy. It's madness. But people believe this. But you have to really get out of all this stuff and set yourself free from the mindset that shit will happen or maybe things will work out. And go and do for yourself and make something for yourself. Nobody gonna give it to you. You're not going to hit the lottery. It's highly unlikely. But you got to make sure you put yourself in a good position for the future and that, you can have something to sustain yourself for the rest of your life because you're going to get old. You're going to die. You're going to get to a point where you have to retire. Pre-fucking-prepare for it. Just that simple. You're getting older. Shit ain't working the same, is it? Especially if you ain't keeping up with yourself and staying in shape. Take heed. Understand and get yourself right. But quick video I wanted to put out. Thank you guys for supporting. As I said, everybody who's been support from day one and continue to support. I appreciate all your support. A couple people did. We're gonna get into this in Merkabah Academy. A couple people did ask me about the book drive. I've been talked about this when I first started out. I have been doing, books for years, over a decade. So I give out conscious books to prisons and halfway houses, right? So that's where the money I make from Merkabah Academy, all the stuff you guys buy, it goes to books. I do a lot. I'm not going to be on freaking camera doing shit. That's not me. If I see a camera, don't do that shit. I don't like that because this is tainted. I'm not going to show what I do. I do what I do. And the people who know. I don't care what anybody else thinks as far as if you want to give me some type of props or glorification for me helping people. What the fuck is wrong with people? You help somebody, help them. Don't put no camera in their face. Stupid. But yeah, I do a lot. It is what it is. And that's where a lot of this money go to that. And, conscious books is important, especially my book one, which is why it's this whole other story with that. But there's a lot of books that, I've given away. And once the book was perfected, and it's to really help people out who needs this information, who in places they really need it, more than us, to be honest. But that's where I put a lot of my attention to and some of the stuff I do. But you guys support it, and I appreciate it. So thank you guys again for taking the time to watch and support, and I'll see you guys next video.